Hello, I'm Eagle, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 432, the wormhole. Hopefully, you guys have had a great beginning to your weekend. I know I surely did. Taking some flow bots, handlebars. Yeah. Jason Eyestone, firsties. Cheers to you, Red Pill. Howdy. Need a co-pilot tonight, so I get to work. Who's down? I can dig. Any Flowbot fans? I dig it. Dog Pounds. What's up? I dig this song too, Red Pill. I like the way it just slowly builds. Just Papala, Damn Goblin, real. 2000 years. What's up? What is up, guys? I gotta get something to roll. This is supposed to be a break. Alberta cannabis grower. Cheers. Bust out some of that Med Grower 1 with Scotty times Primal Punch. See that? You can never see that. Fucking camera's useless. It's useless! Maybe if I turn on some light, it may help. There we go. A little bit. Captain 420 Ill Juster, American. Feels so good to be along and the top Chicha B. What's Chicha B? How you doing? Yeah, wait, you see this button on. That light on. Come on, there. Ice House Chronicles. What's up? Jason Greystone, what's up? Guess I should watch where I'm fucking chopping up my bugs instead of reading fucking chat. XX Elite GPXX. I can roll a joint while I talk on the microphone. The American one. The American one. I've already seen the commercial for your cookies, Sal. Already seen the commercial. It's funny. I think this stupid camera focusing tonight. I don't care if you guys see the bag. You care if you see the bag? I don't care if you see the bag. Who else might be? What you guys smoking on? See it through at least 3 folks. When are we gonna do your episode, Jason? By the way, I'm gonna put you on the spot, right? I'd like to hear from both you and Mr. Ned Denver. That'd be super cool. Gonna get back in these tents and do a little more deleafing. Defoliating for those who like the proper terms. What's up, John? Welcome to the jungle. Good tune. Some good tune out of Australia. I believe she's out of Australia. Taz Sultana. Definitely, Jason says. Good. We can start playing on it then. Where in the fuck? There's my roller. Should just be rolling up a big one. Very talented lady. The song's like, I don't know, taunting. I like a lot of her music, to be honest with you. Planted some Dairy Queen tonight. Add to the library of strains, things to bring back. I don't know why. I was talking about Crazy Train last night, and then I seen the Dairy Queen. And I thought the likelihood of somebody having Dairy Queen versus Crazy Train is probably greater. So went with the Dairy Queen. Mo Grower, cheers to you. Did I miss what you guys were smoking on or what? I gotta fucking go back and chat. Probably because I'm on top chat. Be my first fucking guess. Voodoo Ultras, cheers to you as well. How was you guys' day? Tell me. You never get this one-on-one. How was your day? Put some passion on this. Man, maybe get some ink. GMO punch. There we think you might be. Appreciate that. I'm also have a big old thing of shit. Cali headband. I'll throw some of them down as well. Hell yeah, Bob. That's awesome. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Man, my drink's over there too. I am so ill prepared. Christopher 54. How you doing, Christopher? Bonjour. Bonjour, good sir. Justin Bean, cheers. Hopefully you got your mug is hit. Yeah, your mug did hit. That's right. Man. Nice. The rest of you guys should be getting shit too. Starting to get you. Mr. Westport. Good to see you. Hopefully I actually got a reminder for your show. Hopefully I can make time. I should be able to make time. Yeah, it's coffee time. Always coffee time. I'm drinking vinegar, but I kind of wish I had some coffee. Martial Artist 2012. I see me playing. Cheers to you. Off to work, Rob says. Hopefully you have a good day, my friend. You have a dank day. No. It's 57. It's actually a cool 79 degrees in the real room tonight. Gotta love this northern Michigan temperatures, man. It's only 57 degrees outside. 57. I just watching chat. What a good show. Watch me. Watch chat. Oh man, I do need to get defoliated. I got all these girls over here that I need to defoliate and work on. Good sleep weather, yeah, it is. Geez. Run boy, what's up? You give me some herb boxes in my closet. Nice CBD closet. That's awesome. That's even better. PX Gunner 81. Walking around, walking home from work. It's a good start. Oh, that sucks. So if I don't make it, keep everybody smoking. That I will. Thanks, Jed. Buddha boy. Cheers, buddy. How are you tonight? Let's see what YouTube throws us. I'm not even watching the page. Stony Graves. I don't know if they let us play Stony. You guys ever hear Stony Graves? I never even looked to see if I got a copyright for Sloth the other day. Jesse Stevenson will be here next week, I believe. Is what day did we ask you for, Jesse? Look. Jesse. See here. Jesse is the 7th. Jesse's is the 7th. Cheers. Yucca Farms 420 be here tomorrow. Yucca 420 Farms. Sorry, I fucked that up. You got your fireworks in yet? No. I'm gonna probably just hang around the house and probably go watch some fireworks somewhere.
I broke my back and I had to find a new career. 2.5 months ago, I kind of stumbled across Noom, and it changed my life.
Probably just watch some fireworks somewhere around the lake. No, they are straight up LED lights in the T5s behind me. They're just kind of picked up so I can work under them. Light it up again, Tim. What's up? Oh man, I was doing some trim and some bass earlier today. Well, bass and floor, I should say. Yeah, finishing up that floor. That's a good tune right here. Gary Clark Jr. I smoked all my jelly bean. Fucking great. Thank you. That's awesome. Heavy woman. Oh. Can't wait to actually got some of that jelly bean right there. One pheno of it needs to be coming down here in about a week or so. Stink Fat, what's up? Those fireworks videos are crazy. I missed it. Al says, okay, Crystal's brought the cat back. Gary, what is that? Pet cemetery shit? He's scary. Bring the cats back. They naturally have 9 lives. Lexi! Come get on, lad. Come take the chair, Lex. Red Pill 710 popping in. Out the earbuds.
Hello.
What up, Red Pill?
Hey, what's going on? So you popped some Dairy Queen, huh?
Yeah, well, they haven't popped yet. I got some wet.
Yeah, he's soaking some. Was that all because of last night's episode, or did you have a intentions on popping some more seeds regardless.
I've been wanting to pop some seeds. I kind of, yeah, I'm anticipating some shit in August. Kind of like, was unsure about. Now it's steadied out for a little bit. So, I'm going to drop some seeds. I spoke last night of dropping
Crazy
Train.
train.
Yeah, but as I was digging through it, I was like, man, the likelihood of somebody having Dairy Queen, you know, so I lean there.
I don't think you could have gone wrong with either one of them. I had a pack of Crazy Train that I let someone else have / borrow, meaning like I gave them of with the intention of maybe when I grow again or have another garden set up, they'll have it set aside and, give it back. Or I didn't mind if they also grew it too. So unless that person never grew those seeds or gave it to another person to grow, might still be able to get that pack back. But the reason I gave it to them is they were chasing after a train wreck strain, and I had Chernobyl, and I had Crazy Train, which both of them are blood wreck or train wreck hybrids. So, and I don't know if this is another. I would like to know if this is a fact as I say it, but I just thought as you pop those Dairy Queens, I'm not certain, but I know, circles, the Colombian, would you know or be able to speculate if that UK cheese in the Colombian is the same UK cheese in Dairy Queen? Because obviously Joel and Sub were friends.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
I would think.
So maybe that you'll be able to find you'll be able to identify a real cheese heavy pheno because you're growing two different plants that could have been made with the same mother plant or the same mother clone. So you might get something that resembles something similar to cheese on both of those. And then you'd be like, well, obviously these are what cheese dominant phenos of these hybrids look like.
Welcome,
Actually, I think all those cheese phenos are still over in the UK, guys. I think Barney's Farm still has that hidden away someplace too, because that's where I got my UK cheese from back in like 2003, 2004.
Why would you want Barney's cheese over Big Buddha's cheese?
Because Barney's cheese is the one that I found at a quarter gram in the trunk in a suitcase. The cop thinks that you still have 10 pounds in your trunk. It's the roadkill skunk. It is that one, and it was in Michigan. And Eagle, Carla's dad, that UK cheese that he had, that was, if you had that, you knew that you had something in your pocket the minute you walked through a door. But powder mildew, took that from Carla's dad, took that from Mike. They're double dog dabs. Give a little shout out to them. Hope everything's okay after surgery. It seems like that because I seen Carla posting a nice slab of goo to go in some baked edibles. So he must be doing okay, I guess.
What goo is that? Is that AF-gooey or is that Boggs?
No, this was just I call anything that you're gonna put into like Medibles goo because
it's
basically right it's concentrate. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at all this goo. goob. Oh, I want to heat this jar up and just pour it in this fucking banger so bad.
Well, I tell you what, if you leave it outside here in a couple minutes, it'll be that way.
Yeah, and then it'll also convert from THC to CBN too. No, but I had more questions about that. So like, I have no idea where any cheese in the world that I've smoked, either in flour or even bread. One of my favorite strains I ever grew was Confidential cheese from DNA. It was LA Confidential, and supposedly a cheese cut from Big Buddha, not Barney's Farm. And you can buy the same thing. The Confidential cheese you can't get no more. It's all done. Maybe someone's got seeds of it in a vault. But Big Buddha still has LA cheese, which is the same thing. They both traded clones that made the same seed hybrid at the same time. You could either buy Confidential cheese from DNA or LA cheese from Big Buddha. I grew that and I liked it. And then I've also had cheese either from dispensaries and concentrate companies in Colorado. And then I've also had black market cheese, which came from who the hell knows. But distinctly, it had the same terpene profile. So like if it was either the same clone or the same variety, how do I know if it was cheese or if it wasn't cheese? You know what I mean? Because basically, who knows? I smoked weed that it was good and satisfying and was called cheese, but how do I know it was, the clone it's supposed to be? And
Well,
did I agree?
the UK cheese, you would definitely know that over like the Exodus cheese, because like I say, I'm a cause and effect person. And the Exodus cheese and, a lot of these crosses with cheese just don't hit me like the original UK. And the UK just slaps me upside the head. And it's only at about 19.6% THC. But, it slaps me upside the head really nice. And it gives me that body effect that I'm looking for the nerve pain and the anxieties.
Okay, and
It
here's
was
another thing.
actually my go-to after the panic attacks started coming with the Afghani mango for my pain reliever.
You had to smoke so much of the Afghani mango to relieve your pain that you got paranoia from it.
No, it's just over the years, I don't know what happens. It just throws me into anxiety and panic attacks when I have to go do important things. It's the entourage effect because it's only an 18.6% THC. It runs at about 3% CBD. But over the past 6 years, when I have something important to do and I hurt in the morning and I smoke at 9 o'clock in the morning and I have something to do at 2 and 3, it's really hard for me to get there.
Okay, and then something specific about the cheese terpene profile. I don't know if this is bad information, but it's kind of similar to sour diesel and the mix up between New York City diesel. And because the two got mixed up at some point, somehow terpene profiles that people describe when they're trying to describe something that might have a little bit of citrus in it, they'll use the term sour. And they're like, well, sour diesel doesn't have anything sour in it. And this New York City does because it tastes like grapefruit. And sour diesel, of course, tastes like gasoline or gas. And they didn't know the term and why it got named sour diesel in the first place. So is there a same kind of mix up with cheese? Because every time I've had cheese, even though I really like the terpene profile, it works really good for me. I love it. I like the way it smokes, the effect of it, the terpene profile, but it doesn't actually resemble anything like the food cheese. I've had strains that do. I've had the church that smells just like Parmesan cheese, right? But cheese, UK cheese or Exodus cheese doesn't. It's more like a weird kind of heavy blackberry pastry type fucking smell. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, maybe Eagle can answer this better. But maybe someone else can answer that better, because actually I've made a gentleman's agreement that I'm actually sending everything that I grow to someone that I respect their opinions on terpenes. And like I say, I'm a cause and effect person. Unless it's a sesquiterpene, I really don't pick up any of these notes that you people talk about. You know, I will pick up a citrus taste here and there. I will pick up the berry and the fruit flavors and the monoterpenes in the beginning. But if it goes past that and it's not a sesquiterpene where I'm constantly getting that taste and that smell, I can't judge anything like that. So everything's going out to our friend Jack for him to write the hazelnut undertones and shit like that, because I can't.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But there is a big
fucking knew
difference in all the cheese and the tastes and the smells. But it's because cheese has been around for 20 years. I know, I looked over there and there's no eagle. I said, oh, okay, maybe I'll keep talking. There we go. Well, if you happen to pop one of those, I've got some skunks that I'd like to pollinate with it.
I knew I had it. Man, right here, this whole bag right here is like, this is another good one right here. If you guys have never had this, is delicious. Is their marmalade. That's a fucking really good one too. But this whole bag right here is all overseed seeds from a minute. There's all kinds of shit in here. You know? I was just looking through it, man. It's like a lot of shit that's in here. The pure Kush, sweet Kush. I've got a good bunch of good shit in here.
Hey, he's got a pot of gold.
I got a suitcase full of gold. That's my bug out box. That's my bug out box right there. I think I'm gonna. There's two in here. 2 UK found. Limited original sensible seeds. A limited edition cheese. I got a UK in here somewhere.
But does that mean it's an S1 of the cheese clone? Or are they regular?
That's the one I was looking for, was the original. Gotta keep digging. I'll be back. I don't know. I'm assuming it would be right. These were made a while ago too.
That's okay. I think we can get them to pop. Yeah, put them in my mouth for 20 minutes and some coconut water and GB3, and we'll hit it with everything we can to see how old they are. Because I know I've got some seeds from 1995 that I'm going to try to pop. They're actually CBDs. And the beans actually look like the size of almost coffee beans. Those really big ones, probably like your Panamas and things like that are really big seeds. Hopefully those super silver haze will pop too. That was a nice little surprise. So maybe if you move to Michigan, Red Pill, we can get you some cheese.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah. Another thing. Yeah. I don't know. I want to talk. How do I convey what I want to say. I want to do more behind the scenes talking about stuff like that too, if we can somehow figure it out. Another little thing I just mentioned is I joked about this before, but being visually impaired does strengthen the sense of scent and taste too. So if you ever wanted someone that's willing to pay for any type of actual testing and analyzing or terpenes, I'd be able to do that too. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to test, I can't send in all this money for all this testing. And no, I'll do it. I don't care. It's a sacrifice that's needed in order to isolate and breed better, higher, more, people had to do it to make higher testing THC strains, and you're going to have to do it too if you want to make higher yielding, more concentrated terpene strains too. For everything too, you can make if you have the potential to work with a strain that has 10% total terpenes, and you got another strain that it's got 1%, this super rare terpene. You make pollen on the strain that has 10% terpenes, and you donate or you pollinate the one that's got the 1% rare terpenes. And if you're lucky, out of the phenotypes, you're going to find one that yields 10% terpenes, and the majority of it is going to be that one rare terpene. Now, you just took a strain where you have to have 100 grams for 1 milliliter of this rare terpene, and now you bred it to something where you have 7 or 8 milliliters from 100 grams. You just increased the value or the percentage of that one terpene by like 700 or 800%. So yeah. I do want to focus on a lot of terpene projects.
Then you want to go with your sesquiterpenes, your terpenes that taste straight from the beginning of the joint to the end.
Well,
And
I think that's
that's why I suggest if anybody's going to go into the pre-roll business, and that's business I would get into, would be sesquiterpenes. Why? Because people are going to want to put that joint out a couple times, because a lot of them aren't stoners like us that can sit down, smoke a whole joint at one time. And
this is a thing.
If they can light it up a second time and still get that flavor from the beginning to that second time and firing it up, right there's your selling point.
Well, what I saw a lot with that is when the OG craze started, and I love OG. You're not going to get me to say anything bad about it. But one thing is, as loud as it is, as great as it smells, it's really hard to get that smell and taste to translate the same way in a dab or in a joint, because it is all monoterpenes, right? So it is a little bit of educating people that now these strains, even though they're hype, trust me, there's more enjoyable, varieties out there. And a lot of that is, and the key to unlocking that, or at least in the aspect of finding a broader range of different individual sesquiterpenes, is doing what no one really wants to do, and you got to grow long flowering cannabis strains. That's where you're going to find unique and abundant sesquiterpenes. You're not going to find it in an 8-week Afghani variety. So
10-week strains,
right?
10 weeks, and you're there. 10 weeks and they're finished. But yeah, you do have to start someplace, and you have to take 120, 150, 160 day tropical plant to get a lot of these terpenes you're talking about too. So, there's some work that has to be done there to get them down. And you can cross them with an Afghani or something like that and still get that flavor. It's just all in the breeding and how you breed it.
Right.
It's a lot of work. It takes 3 to 4 years to make a strain like that. And that's busting ass every day and using today's technology. Someone asked me the other day, why don't you just take a cutting off the plant and throw it in 12-12 to see if it's a male or female? I'm sorry, I don't want to really transplant it out of the fucking solo cup. If it's a male, it's going to go into a 2-gallon pot. If it's a female, it's going directly into a 3 or 5-gallon pot. And I'd rather spend the $5 or $8 to know if it's a male or female at the 3rd internode. It's a breeding project. And when you're doing 125, 150, 200 different seeds, you need to know if they're male or female. In the beginning, it's going to save you time and a lot of space.
What's up, Miss Green Fingers? So, blueberry headband. Oh, fuck, wrong camera. Blueberry headband or Cali headband?
Cali.
Speed rolling in. I'm listening, guys. I'm going to be all over the garden, but I'll be participating. This is a work hole.
Good morning.
Sorry, I got a message on my phone. I couldn't read it right away.
Oh, it said you were the co-host, so you could let people in if I was away from the camera.
Alrighty.
Cool. I see Cheetah there and Mr. Green Fingers.
Good morning.
Only is Chicha on, but she's supporting her shit.
So I've had a lot of blueberry headband before, and I like pure headband better. That's just me.
I actually have headband right now. What's up, everybody? Good morning.
Nothing much. What's up?
Just drinking
What
coffee.
do you guys got planned for the 4th? Anybody?
I'm gonna go see some fireworks.
Yeah, that's about all I
Tonight.
have. And
It's a 5-day holiday here, weekend holiday here in Thailand. Monday's a holiday.
Yeah, I have one day off actually.
It's a 5-day week here and weekend here in Thailand.
Nice.
Just wish I can go to a restaurant and have a drink with my meal. I wish they open up the bars here soon again. But I'll be back in the States soon.
Hell yeah.
It was full on crazy around me here today, man. Fucking fireworks everywhere. People fucking having fun. It's art fairs, craft fairs, and shit around me.
Hell yeah.
I worked, but everybody else was having.
Hell yeah.
So
But
it's
they
odd
do.
to actually see me smoking the headband. It's usually Agent Orange. Usually you got you're rocking the orange.
Yeah, that's when I went to the expo, that's what I got. I actually need to go re-up, so Agent Orange, here I come.
Hopefully those days are almost over, Cheetah. Hopefully those days are almost over.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully. We're working on it. Oh yeah. What is going on?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired of 2-year-old pot myself. The high now is only about 30 to 35 minutes off of a joint. But when I come on Eagle's show and get high, I seem to stay high a lot fucking longer. And I think it's all nice to all you nice people out there in chat and Eagle for letting me enjoy coming on and sharing a little bit of heaven with you. Or at least what I call heaven.
Definitely a nice background of what you've been showing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wait till I get to the beach. Because I'm definitely going to the beach before I come back to Michigan. I don't care if it's
would.
August in Michigan. I'm still going to the beach. It ain't going to be warm enough. I'm going to have to buy a snowblower again. I gave mine away when I sold my house with my house. 2 lawnmowers, a snowblower.
I don't know, depending on where you're moving to Michigan, you might not.
Well, I'm looking to be back up around 69 again. I enjoy all my friends in Flint, Clio, out that way, Port Huron.
Okay.
Now, Carla and Mike at Double Dog Dabs are family. Buddy is family to me. So,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, that's what I wanted to ask too, because I heard about this this nursery here in Ann Arbor. Does anybody know about that? Anything about that?
No.
Got me on
Okay.
that one, buddy.
I mean, is there a little
The
more
reason-
info than just a nursery in Ann Arbor?
All I picked up off of a podcast was that there was a nursery in Ann Arbor that you can go buy clones at. And it's basically strictly a nursery. But I'm not sure. That's why I was asking if anybody knew anything more about that.
There's a cat
No.
up here by me that's looking to open up like a clone store like that. But it hasn't happened.
And see, this is another way we can help save Michigan caregivers. If we can get co-ops and collectives together, and we can get somebody that's willing to put in the time to run them properly with a proper pest and powder mildew and all that type of regiments, you know, that way we can, if we can start doing collectives and doing it that way, then we can get a bunch of caregivers together and build a number of caregivers in Michigan and help start supplying the medical people a lot more. And that's always been my main push. If we can't legalize it, do the most for the medical that we can. And I'd really like to see, you know, a bunch of us come together and open up a co-op or collective and gather all these caregiver cards and see if we can't do something together instead of apart. Because apart, we're nothing, but together we speak massively. And that's what we need, is to speak massively against people with massive amounts of money. Because we don't have that. But I tell you what, cannabis has pulled shit out of the ringer before, and it's all due because someone decided, you know what, we're going to make this happen, and I'm going to sell a couple pounds. And they sell a couple pounds, and the advertisement gets put on the radio or on the TV. And the person that does the time slots for the advertisement on the radio and TV, you know what? He likes getting high. So you know what? We get the right time spots. That's how that works. We all work together, people. One love, one plan.
It's all good in theory, but can we get that many people to work together?
I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it again. It just takes a couple people that are dedicated to it.
I know
I
how.
travel enough.
You just give one group the lighters and the other group the weed, and then they have to work together.
You know, that's what I love about these podcasts, is because we all get together and we all share information. And the information that I'm learning
I've done it
over the
before.
past couple years has been equivalent to the past 15 years of learning about cannabis. At least for me, it is. That's all you sharing all your knowledge.
Yeah, same here.
What's up? Light it up again, Tim.
Cheers. Happy 420 at the moment. Well, 421 here in Atlantic, Canada. So happy 420, everybody. And
Oh shit.
Cheers.
good to see everybody.
Cheers.
Yep.
What's
Yeah.
up, ego? Sorry, I missed the 1 year anniversary, dude.
What's up, Mr. Tim? How you doing, man?
Sorry, I missed the 1 year anniversary. Fuck.
Every day's a good day. Every day's a good day.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Yesterday would have been the 1 year anniversary for Eagle and I's show, so I kind of forgot about it, and he politely let me know there that so I felt bad. I felt bad and thought I had better come in and apologize.
Aw. Did you bring flowers?
Yeah, flowers
Good
all
flowers
over.
to smoke.
Yeah. Yes.
Shit. Hope all those don't pop. Ah. Just fucking like fucking 50 pack in there and shit.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm doing that right now too. One more 50. Yeah, ready.
Let's see. I just want to say, forgive me there, Chad, if I'm a little slow multitasking. That's just one of my bad qualities.
It's all good.
Cheers, Eagle.
What is everyone smoking on?
Chong and cheese.
Oh. That's all.
Tongue and cheese.
I'm getting ready to smoke some more of that Biscotti times Primal. This fucking strain. I grew out a little bit of this. This thing was a crazy fucking bitch. The Medusa. Everybody remember the Medusa?
Oh wow.
Never could get her to finish right.
I'm smoking on my own 9-pound hammer from Jinx Proof.
Nice. Hell yeah, red pill.
Yep. Same old distillate at the moment. You know, it's funny because like the way I make it come across, it's like just plain old distillate. And to me, that's what it is. But then a lot of people I know would be like, whoa, 100% THC. Eh, it's not what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, it's not too flavorful.
100%
It gets me high.
THC. I don't
The
know.
entourage effect, I use the term ensemble. I'm a doctor.
Just more like medically high. Like get you medically through the day.
Yeah. It does the job for the glaucoma and the back pain, but then there's nothing special to it. And then there's no lingering of the high. Like there's, however, I don't know how long it is, but there's a measurable amount that THC will,
That's right.
and it can be extended or intensified by terpenes or other cannabinoids in there.
Wow.
So I'm grateful for it because, like I said, it works, but it's not enjoyable in the fact that it doesn't leave your palate with a flavor, and then it's not like anything special where it changes your high, periodically through the day, depending on what you're smoking or what you want to. If you have other varieties to choose between, if you're smoking like 3 or 4 different joints of all different things, you're doing it stretched out through the day, you're going to be able to like discern the characteristics of all those different varieties.
Yeah, true.
It's freaking cold here. It's been like 5 days of rain and fog and wind. Daytime temperatures are like 16 Celsius, man. It's like, I can't believe it. I got 4 girls outside, first time ever putting them out. And man, they're loving the cloudy days. Like, yeah, I can't believe it the way they pray during with all this cloud and stuff like that. Kind of throws me right off when you're down in the grow room and you need all these lights and everything, and then you go outside and your plants are praying and 5 days of cloud.
Right? You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, kind of.
Am I missing something? Do I need to add clouds in here?
Yeah. But it's the wonders of UV light, I guess, right?
I guess, yeah.
Always get the greenhouse effect there from the clouds. But that's pretty chilly for this time of year. Shit, it's 54 up here right now. But
yeah,
what's that equate to in Fahrenheit? Do you know, Tim? 16?
Fuck no, I'd have to use an app. Those brain cells were burned out a long time ago.
Ordered 4466. That was a bunch of Cali headband that I dumped in that cup. I also dropped some cheese and the Dairy Queen. So that's what I dropped.
Oh yeah.
I get lazy about writing in chat sometimes. My hands are full. Hands are full.
cheers.
Well, cheers. Shout out to Green 13 there. I see him in chat.
Yeah, cheers.
Buddha Boy, Chad Westport. Tigrity Farms. He's a buddy from way back. He's local. Somewhat local anyway. I don't know if RZ Banshee's in the house. He's like 45 minutes away from me. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to RZ Banshee. Yeah.
Cheers.
Shameless plug on Instagram. Light up again, Tim.
Well, hopefully they know that. Hopefully they know that already, Tim.
I know. Fuck.
Guys are quiet tonight.
I want to shout out martial artists. Fucking, that's my brother. Fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Cheers to him. Cheers to everyone in chat.
Yeah, I can't see it, so I can't read it. I'm like one of those people. If I see it, I'm gonna be in chat. I'm not gonna be here. I'll be a million miles. I'll just be. Yeah, there's no way I could pay attention to both.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, no, it's way too hard because I can just get into everybody's conversation. It's like, oh yeah, learning more shit like every time, or just bullshitting, having fun. Either way, it's like it's just can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Chat. I'm in chat. Okay.
What's in the garden right now, Cheech?
Queen White Haze, and I dropped some Wookiee unicorn last night.
Queen's in the house over there.
Huh?
Pretty cool. I said, no, I said, Queen's in the house over there.
Mm-hmm.
King of Queen.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Queen White Haze is good stuff. I've grown it out before. Good
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I had
Pretty
the Wookiee,
excited.
but I haven't grown it out yet.
You should.
Sounds like I should.
You should. You should do it right now.
I just dropped 3. Where were you 5 minutes ago, Chief? When I
Seen
was
it, I
digging
know.
through the seeds?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be fun. Oh yeah. Can't wait.
So you got a long ways to go too. You just
I
dropped
know.
him what, about 3 weeks ago, right? Needs to
Yes,
slide
sir.
Cheech to be a clone. Clone.
I know.
Should throw that in the flower right
Yeah.
quick.
I know. Oh. I know, now that I actually have my tent set up, I'm like, I can like fit a whole bunch more over there. Yeah.
Fill that. Use all that extra light. Fill it. Fill it, Cheech.
I'm trying, okay? I can't believe we're already in July. July.
This year has blown right by. Right by.
Mm-hmm. There you go, green fingers.
Those are biggest, the Blue Mile.
Oh yeah, I got Blue Mile too.
There's that mutant thing that I was growing on accident. I don't know what's happening. Almost grown out.
Oh, look at that.
Huh.
There's some weird ones that don't want to. They just stay like really small leaf for a minute. Like twisted. It's real weird. Yeah, they get tall fast. I gotta transplant them. Like 3 days
More out of it. I like when they're that tall. I like to take a pencil, like just kind of run it back and forth or seedlings. Just kind of give them a little strength training there. Hard them up a little bit.
Now I have a question. Since we're seeing seedlings here, I know a lot of people were always asking about, well, you know, I seem to get seedlings and they get to like 1.5 inches tall and they look like they're doing really good. And the next day they're like pinched over. You know, what do you do? And I tell people, you know, when I start seedlings and they start to get tall like that, I'll put them in a solo cup and I'll put dirt around them and fill the dirt. And as it stretches, just fill that dirt around them to help keep them be supportive. And it will grow roots out of that stem for you.
Right.
What do you all guys think? What do you guys do?
In the past,
thing for a long time. Go ahead, Phil.
no, my bad. I got too eager on that one. But in the past, I would either try to dial it in with the distance of the light to the seedling and try to prevent that. A lot of
Right.
bad things, obviously, you want to prevent, and then you have to come up with a solution to things that don't go the way you want to. So in that case, if I did get a seedling, it was much more likely that I had a
Starting some
seedling.
roots.
If I barely ever got a plant or a seedling that I would start and have it too close to the light and have light intensity issues. It was always most likely the fact that they would get too long and stretchy. And I would just anchor it, and in the same aspect as you do with maybe a bamboo stake or trellis or a tomato cage. And I thought it was like, what's the smallest thing to stake it up with? And I would use either a small barbecue skewer or a big toothpick and a bread tie. Make a loop around the bread tie, tie it to the stick, stake it in there, and then have that loop sitting around the stem of the plant. Because a lot of times I could do the dirt thing, you're right, that works too, but I was already at the top of the solo cup anyways. There's no more filling it in with dirt.
Yeah, that's true. I get that.
Am I the only one that did a toothpick and a bread tie as a stake for seedling?
I mean, that's very creative. I have to use that.
I've used extra weed stems from just the tray and shit.
See that? This one got blown over in the wind, but see, like I just unburied it to show. I was like, I'll do this for science. See that how it got blown over completely? Like it's
Yeah.
been completely. It should have been maybe 2 inches taller than the rest of these, but it got
Oh.
blown over, and then I covered it. I just left it like that, and then I'll cover it up so it stays stronger than the rest of them. So like I'll just bend it down like that completely. I'll bury that much of it. There you go. Just like that. Or bend them all down with the top and just lay them all down like that completely. And then they'll all grow back up stronger. And then I won't have to worry about it so much.
Got over there, Jen. We got a bunch of fucking dogs going over there. Oh, sure. As soon as I start talking to you, close the door.
Well, I can't hear you. What did you say?
What were we looking at there, man? It looks good, my friend.
The big one in the back over there with the stakes is Bruce Banner. That one down there is actually 4 plants in a big tote. That is 9-pound hammer, I believe. This
Nice.
one here is a 9-pound hammer. Those ones are a mix of strawberry, banana, 9-pound hammer. That one back there in the corner, the one that's in the 4x4 spot, that's a grease monkey, a bag seed. I looked it up. There was only 3 breeders that had grease monkey genetics, and I did the took a sample when she was small and put her right into bud, and she grew up one spike. I got about an ounce off her. I've never seen anything so crystally like in smell. Holy fuck! So anyway, I ended up getting a female, and that's her back there. So this will be the real good taste I get off her. And then over here is 2 9-pound hammers and 2 strawberry bananas here. So yeah, the only thing I'm missing is in the other room. I had got an extra tester with Jinx Proof. It's called a Gobsmacked, and it came out a male. So I actually bred that. So it was, so I got a couple clones to keep it going because pollen only lasts so long. So. But I bred it with the 9-pound hammer, obviously, where it's Jinx Proof. But I also did it with a couple other ones. So yeah, it's and that one there's a male. Now you have to remember this is a bedroom, so I don't water it much. Keep the growing. It's too fucking unruly in here. I need a bigger bud room. Anyway,
It's good, man.
Yeah, it's taken a while to get back up though, you know what I mean? Like I took 3 or 4 months off and to get back up to, you know, like your perpetual takes
Right.
Jesus Christ, it's been almost 4 months, right? Longer. Takes a long time.
Cool little piece there, Cheese.
Yeah. It is. The other one, the one that Tim gave me, is actually soaking. It needs to be cleaned.
That's what I did with mine. Same shit. You gotta soak it in alcohol. What do you use?
Alcohol. And then if I really want to use it, I'll use alcohol and salt and shake it up and all that.
Oh shit.
So I use this right here. Works too good. I just fill this up with fucking alcohol and let it sit.
Yeah, that's
Go
ahead.
every couple of days. I just come back to it and pull the one that's been soaking out, and I toss in another one.
Yep.
Slowly, I'm working my way through cleaning them all.
Yep. And then you get them all clean, and then you work that process again. Yeah, I have a container. I have a container too. It's constantly filled.
Got one for my tips right here too. You know, I forget the came over here. Little old like dispensary too.
Mm-hmm.
I got filled up for alcohol. I use this for my my tips, my joints.
Okay. Oh wow.
Same thing, just fucking. Oh, they work too good. They're actually from the dab straws you can buy at Wild Bill's there. They suck as a dab straw. They're half silicone and half glass.
Right.
I don't know. I don't like the idea of sticking a torch next to silicone. This doesn't seem right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not off gassing at all. Go ahead and hit that shit.
I'd hate to say it. I'd have to try it at
Why
least
is it black?
I pulled the tip out of it. I was gonna go throw it away. I was like, "Fuck this thing," and I pulled that glass tip out of there. I'm like, "Well, shit, man," because I like fucking Toadstones. You know, I've always been a huge fan of Toadstones. And I looked at it. I'm like, "Man, it looks like it's about," because it kind of goes like to an hourglass in the middle. So like, there's like a little bowl-like feature in the center. Like, man, I wonder if I could fit a joint in there. Roller joint fits in there perfect. And then I was looking at it. I'm sitting here smoking a joint, and I got looking at the outside of it. I thought, man, that thing would lure good for fucking the fat joints I roll.
Oh,
these, you know. So I throw that glass tip in there, fucking roll around it. Oh man, too perfect. So it's like a twofer. Yeah,
that's awesome though. That is cool.
This is that jar that I had the grease monkey in.
Oh wow.
Look at that. I've never seen anything like it off about an ounce and a half.
What grease monkey did you get? From whose was your grease monkey from?
It was a bag seed I got from the pot shop down the fucking street. One seed in it, man. The stuff was amazing.
Yeah, I bought a pack of that. That stuff is amazing.
Oh man, even the jar, like I've had it now for a couple months. The jar just like holy, just beautiful berry terps. Like ooh, still, like yeah, pretty crazy. So I wish I knew which breeder it was. You know, out of the three.
Look at all that fucking keef just stuck on the bottom. That's all just cash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff I like, because just like Cap was saying there, I'm the same way. Where I get on the heavy sativa strains, I get the anxiety and stuff too. So I like the more the indica, right?
Let me see.
What?
Depends on the time of year for me too. Cheapest during the summer,
Yeah.
because during the winter.
Oh yeah. I don't know. They just blamed it on because I'm certain things mentally. I guess.
I'm the way I'm
Allegedly.
wired. The way I'm wired, I don't really need indicas. I could be sitting on the couch and meditating all day long, completely fucking sober. So I really would appreciate stuff that would motivate me or make me have to move, basically.
Nice.
I don't need weed to be a couch potato. I could totally sit there and watch cartoons and do nothing all day, every day, be content. I can go sit on a fucking rock somewhere in India and meditate for the rest of my life and not ever be, bored or bothered or anything like that. So
It used to be like that until all that shit happened, and now I take like 20 pills a day for my brain, so things aren't the way they used to be. So yeah, getting old sucks. I tell you, I like to go on the good runs, getting those fucking 1,200 milligrams of sativa shatter bars and 5 or 6 packs of like gummies and 4 monsters.
Do you
and
actually like run there? I mean, are you like on a runner's high when you get there and get your dabs and shit?
out of Subcool's Kaboom. I don't know if you've ever had that one or grown it or had it in any other form, but I would declare that as exercise weed. That is straight up doing like fucking shadow boxing, kung fu, karate in your room type weed. You're throwing high kicks, doing jumping jacks.
Maybe kung fu fighting.
Your movie green fingers. There you go.
What
you got there? What was that?
I think I was just in the quiet room for the first time. I got some no-name Wonder Bread. Fucking. Let's see. Yeah, there's no name, I guess. But that's just herb. Usually I get lucky and find a seed. So hoping I find a seed in here.
Nice.
Every bag I've gotten from the other guys, I won't say their names because it's kind of fucked up to say that. But I found a seed in there every time. So I've gone back every time and found a seed. So like, not a bad thing, but
Right.
But yeah, I'm not buying the weed for seeds either. So to find one, it's always a blessing because that's what I grow. I grow seeds for seeds. Like I grow for seeds. Whoa! Don't bite each other. Sorry. Kids, kids. They're all fighting.
Puppies.
What a rumble. They destroyed the trash right now. I went outside to see the greenhouse and I couldn't do that because they ran inside. Like they just destroyed everything.
He's gone, everyone.
Yeah, look at literally this just happened. I just cleaned up so I could show the place. I'm like, yeah, I'll clean up and then I could like be on there and like scumbag these bastards. You know, they made me more of a scumbag. Oh, they ripped up the couch. I can't even punish them. I don't know which one did it. It's like, what the hell? Frustrating.
All of them.
I'll roll a joint and I'll find out which one really did it when they start eating it again. Like in a minute, they'll be up there just by themselves. Because they'll get high and forget. It's like people, they forget that I'm in the room. Like, they'll be eating something of mine, usually my hat. They destroyed it. I was like, man, you guys just ate my hat. It was brand new, like a week ago. I got to replace these every week. They eat them.
Dang.
It's costly. Hats. It's because
Yeah.
I was going bald when I was 18, so I've been dealing with the bald thing for a while. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Come on, guys, get off my leg. Oh, where'd it go?
Who the hell loses a toaster? Sorry. What up, Bob? He lost his grinder. He lost his toaster earlier. How do you lose a
It must
toaster?
be coded language. Toaster must be the name of his bong or some shit like that.
Yeah, like oh, he found it. It was on the counter.
I want that weed though. I want that lost toaster weed.
That's good weed.
Green fingers, I'm gonna mute you until you're ready to talk, man. We can hear every little
All right.
twist of that phone.
All right.
Ooh. I got an earbud in. I can hear every little crackle of that.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Guys, we look like that. We could be like a commercial for that cannabis. Like melted it counts almost tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We're very quiet panel tonight. Sure. We've all smoked out. It's been a long day.
Well, I'm just kind of waking up.
Do you have a topic
Jeez, you
wheel?
keep. Not yet. I've worked on it. I've been busy, Red Bill.
Is it questions from the chat? Oh no, I'm not questioning that. I just want to. I don't want to. I want to help you out. I'll fill in dead air.
I
All I gotta
started.
do is ask.
Be good. I actually started one here on my phone.
Mhm.
That was closest I got. Got a little,
Hey, can we get the dad sound?
spin the wheel.
You
Yeah,
spinning a
of
wheel?
course.
Get the dad sound.
So,
You don't gotta twist my arm to do another dab. or go into further conversation or segue into something completely different.
Heck
I just
yeah.
don't want to be the only one being over anxious. You know, just yeah. I don't.
I don't think that's a problem tonight.
Yeah.
No, you you have good topics to talk about. How about them aliens? Just kidding.
Yeah. Aliens, fallen angels, same thing.
So, as far as that goes, that kind of stuff. What do you guys think about the magnetic sphere and the poles flipping here the next few months is what they said.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, they've been saying that for like 12 years.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we
There's a
just
lot of
have like
evidence,
wasn't it like, I don't know, a couple of
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago when all the planets were aligned and the universe or the Earth was supposed to flip because it was just like a
Yeah, it's repeated. It's
yeah.
recycled.
I'm like, wait, what?
Speaking of
I
that,
thought it
have
was
you guys
already
heard about
supposed to.
the planet-sized object that's entering our solar system as we speak?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
they don't
I mean,
think it's gonna come any closer than what fucking Venus or some shit like that. But man, that plays an effect on us as well. That's
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be a huge one heading for the sun.
Yeah.
Huge
I heard
asteroid
something
heading
about
towards the
that.
sun. I heard once upon a time there somewheres that Stonehenge was actually built when the Earth was on a 5-degree difference in axis. So you're talking about the poles flipping. Stonehenge was built at a different angle than we are now.
I have an even crazier Stonehenge theory. I have a theory that it was completely fabricated and it was built in the 19th century.
It was built when?
The 19th. It's not older than more than 120 years old. Basically, it was built at the turn of the 20th century.
Why would they build? What would be? We haven't figured it out yet. So where would the hoax come from? Man, them stones are big. Are supposed to be big as fuck. Like I've seen them, but they appear to be very big. So.
Well, supposedly, I can't remember the exact year, but sometime in the late 1800s, it was supposedly remodeled and supposedly like refurbished. And there's a lot of funky pictures of it that look like it's like has some kind of casting and molding around some type of real stones, and the order it's built up in and all that is questionable. You know,
they found a Stonehenge in one of the Great Lakes too.
So that's, I mean, when it comes to aliens and solar system and megalith structures and all that, I have a lot of, completely wacky, crazy person theories on. I don't know if people want to research it in their own hands or on their own time. This late into the wormhole, unless we're going to go till like 7 a.m., wouldn't have enough time for me to explain all of it's basically research new chronology or Anatoly Fomenko. Okay. And there's a lot of theories that a lot of these things are actually more modern than people have. And then there's other people that have completely opposite theories like Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson and other geological people. And they push the dates and Egyptologists, and they push the dates of all those things later in time. Like instead of being built in 4500 BC, they push it all the way back to like 30,000 BC. And it has to do with like, I guess I'm kind of making the full circle thing with the solar system, the different times that celestial zodiac signs, like right now we're in the transition zone between Pisces and Aquarius, and a lot of the signs and like decoding how the pyramids are built and the astrological symbols that they line up towards would suggest that they were built during the age of Leo. And the last time there was an age of Leo was going back in time, 1200, about 1200 BC, 1200, 500. I don't know why I couldn't say that, but
anyway, excuse me there, Mr. Red Pill, but I don't mean to cut you off. I don't need a history class. Thanks. I'm not trying to be ignorant there. Eagle, I'm going to bow out. Thanks for having me on, and I'll see you again soon, brother.
Take care, Tim.
Yeah, later.
Have a good night. Morning.
Should I cut it off there? Or is it anyone else?
Roll with it, Red. Roll with it, Red.
That's what I mean about the reservations of why I just want to ramble about stuff. I don't know what percentage of people even want to put up with it, but anywho, yeah, there's people that push the date back, and based on like the erosion on the Sphinx, they would say there has to be X amount of rain, and then they'll say that the last time there was a climate zone in Egypt that would create that much rain and erosion on a stone structure like that would have been not the last age of Leo, but the whole prior age of Leo before that. And the age of the precession is like 21,560 years or about. So then that would actually push the date of the pyramids and the Sphinx actually to about 30,000 BC. But like I said, there's complete opposite things that say even crazier thing, or I would think is a measurable, crazier level than to think that they're actually more modern, and the age of the Egyptian dynasties was actually the 1700s. So not that long ago, 300 years ago. It's when the pyramids and all that shit was constructed.
I think they got it all wrong anyhow. It's all wrong, Red Pill. It's all wrong.
So
this is no.
Is the search for truth useless then? If it's all wrong, like, is the truth unobtainable, or do you think it's worth?
What is the truth?
Well, that's.
Murky.
I mean, I think
you
a lot
would
of
think
people
at
aren't
this day
savvy.
and age that you could see some, lines of truth in it all, but it's still fucking murky. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I realize
with
that, but
the-
I think at some point people don't want to. There's the whole thing about how sexy a conspiracy is, and a lot of people want to believe something because the conspiratorial side of it is a better story, and then the more simpler, easier, reasonable way it happened isn't as interesting. So people don't want to believe it that way. So more people do want to believe in some element of aliens or sound levitation technology or Atlantis or lost civilizations, rather than things are more easily explained. And they didn't have the technology to do things until much later in time, which would basically contract or collapse the whole timeline of history that we know. But if you study that, then you'll figure out that there's a lot of rewrites in history, and a lot of history is transcribed from old books, and books right now, the way we preserve them, only last a couple hundred years before they go bad, and someone has to revise it. And depending on if language changes, that's a whole nother ordeal. And we're supposedly we're basically give these people, we base enough faith on these people to write the truth and transcribe things the way they actually happened, and not do no fuckery or insert things that may or may not have happened for some type of other agenda.
So how do they fade? We've had all these beliefs all these years.
Well, I mean, there's actually tribes that aren't. Oh, they forbid human contact with, like, they're fighting helicopters with spears and bows still, because they have no civilization in contact with them. They don't allow outside people.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know.
What would you learn from them if you learned something from them that they totally disagree with in modern society or history or science? Would you be more inclined to believe people that haven't lost that through their ancestry, or do you think more science and today's reasoning or Western ways of thought are more correct than anything anyone living in the jungle knows?
I think we need to look, because I just think that mankind in general doesn't like to admit that they're wrong. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's a lot of people out there just like, yeah, that process, that whole theory I had, wrong. Keep looking. You know what I mean? So you have to keep looking into shit, because it isn't always right. I mean, the stories that we hear, as you're saying right now, we carbon date things later in time, find out that the time span's greater than we thought. But the books don't change. The books don't change. That's what I'm saying. The people that write all of the books and shit, even like say the Bible. The Bible has changed many times over the years. It isn't one book that's here it is. It's been they've mixed all kinds of books together. So I don't know. way
Well,
it
like I said, there's a
questioned
narrative.
everything.
When you get brought up in today's society, in Western civilized society, when you go to school, you're part of a narrative, and you learn things that are decided by whatever you want to call it. Call it they or the Illuminati or just the people in control or whatever. But there's a certain narrative that you get taught, and anything else isn't real. You have people that decide and tell you things that are the way that they are. It doesn't matter if it's philosophy based, science based, historically based. There's just things that these are the way that we say things work and are, and anything else is irrational, nonsensical, or a conspiracy theorist, or something like that.
Well, me being like looking at as like a mom, you can only teach what you know. So you can only learn from what you know. So if someone is teaching you only what they know, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that, but it's just like you can only teach someone what you know, and if what you learn is what they know, and like, you know what I
So
mean?
then I'll explain that. And when people come to that point in this type of discussion, the pretext to that is Plato's allegory of the cave. If anyone knows what that is. And supposedly, maybe not in real life, some people say this really did happen in real life. Plato did have slaves locked up in a cave, but they were programmed to believe things that they only saw with shadow puppets, until one dude finally wandered out of the cave, saw a whole bunch of shit out in the real world, came back and tried to explain to people that this isn't real life. There's a whole world outside of us. And another thing that people bring up is when you catch a fish, it has to be a similar experience where a fish is it's in its own universe, and then it bites into food, it gets sucked up aboard a ship, and it looks at these earthly terrestrial beings that's a completely different universe, and then we throw the fish back and it goes back to his fish friends and tells the fucking crazy I got on a fucking alien ocean ship. And then you can even go further and say the whole thing with, man, that's what kicked off this fucking,
Well,
that's what you
if you
guys
want to do
started
with
me
the
on.
fish, okay, like, okay, so
You
fishing,
got,
sorry to cut you off, but like
well,
with fishing,
you
like,
started me on this conversation though. That's what I was going to bring it back to, is the alien, because that's what an alien, whatever communication with, if I'm not that lucky. I never got asked to come aboard a fucking spaceship and go to their home planet, but there's plenty of people that did. They say they got fucking abducted or got chosen to be on board with that, and that's the same experience. They're trying to explain to us something that we can't even comprehend, but they lived through it, the same way with that crazy dude in the cave, and everyone was like, dude, come on, just watch the bunny and the wolf on the wall. It's entertaining. And they're like, no, dude, you got to come outside, man. There's like planets and fucking stars and a Milky Way up there. And there's like gazelles and lions and fucking fireflies. There's shit you guys can't even fucking understand up above us. And they're like, no, dude, let's just sit here in the cave, man. It's cool.
well, then you gotta factor in trust there. They have to trust the person that is telling them this story. Because if they don't want to go outside,
Okay, well, I'll put that in. I have perspective for that too, and that's what people would call an appeal to authority, and that's a lot of the problem. And this is something that
well, I'm gonna appeal that. You're gonna have to actually, if you don't believe me, then prove me wrong. Go outside.
No, that's from no, that's from well, that's what I'm trying to say is, even with cannabis growing, there's a lot of people that I don't want to use the word duped, but there's a lot of people that only would believe something someone in a white lab coat, or we joked about, where do the white papers come from, as if the same people writing white papers are growing really good weed that we want to smoke. And we're gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna grow my own weed no more. Mr. Scientist, man, you're my caretaker. You grow the best weed on earth. I trust you. Here, I need all my weed from you. I'm not capable of growing my own weed good enough. And here you go, Mr. Scientist, white coat man. You know, so that's what I'd say. There's a lot of people that the trust thing that you're talking about is when you're looking at people on the news. You don't realize that the stage behind them is blue and there's little swirly circle signs literally hypnotizing you. And then you're trusting whatever the person on the news is telling you.
Thankfully, I don't watch the news. So,
well, the news is the people right now pushing that alien narrative that the military
I just like to say aliens
lying
I think it's a fun idea.
rounds. Would you trust people from the military or from the government? That's where all the lies come from, supposedly. But only in the UFO realm are they like, no, dude, this military official said it. You know, that must make it true. And that's, I mean, it's an appeal to authority because you don't believe the hillbilly that saw it when he was on his tractor, but you will believe the guy in the military suit that would never lie to you for the grace of this great nation.
Well, yeah, but okay.
You're in Thailand too? Military doesn't lie.
Well, I mean, if that's what they're okay, show me proof then, like actual physical proof. If you say aliens are real, if this authority, if they have so much authority and they have so much proof, where is it?
I don't want to, that's what I mean. I don't want to go like into the other end of the narrative of this, but it goes deeper if you want to, if anyone know, does anyone know who Michael Aquino is? Ever hear that name?
How do you not, like, that's the thing I don't understand. How do we not take, like, even if there were aliens ready to land, how do you not take notes? Like, clearly, we would have something to learn from them. They fucking traveled the universe. You know what I mean?
Right.
In light years ahead of us. We should be like, if they come in, we should immediately open up the notepad and shit. Motherfuckers are doing this.
I don't believe it. Eagle, that's what I mean. I'm a contrarian for that. And I think that already happened in history. If you
I
read the
mean,
book
a
of
lot of
Enoch,
people believe that aliens live in the ocean. I mean, we only know we know more about space than we do about the ocean. So who has to say that aliens don't even actually live on Earth and we just don't realize it?
there's an element to that because, like I said, the model of the universe that I come in my lifetime to have the most understanding and grasp to reality with is that, yeah, there's, I mean, what if there's an other end of it? And like I said, the people in the book of Enoch are the angels. There's 20 specific angels that came and pretty much taught Earth or people on Earth everything from making makeup to how to cook to how to make swords and how to grow crops and all that shit. A lot of, science would tell you that it took millions of years for humans to evolve and figure out those things generation after generation. But in the book of Enoch, it
Science
says that
won't tell us that because we can't find a complete path the whole time. I'm sorry, I'm not necessarily buying that we were all stem from a single cell organism. You know what I mean? And we can't find, Lucy, primitive man. We can't even find we can't even find a complete path from A to B. You know what I mean? There's the ones that we can find. There's such a huge jump in between. That's a start over period in my book. They went fucking again.
But that's what I mean about it.
I think that's why the aliens, if they did show up and start probing us, I think that's just it. I think they would be like, I don't know what's wrong with this fucking thing. This is like our fifth fucking try, man. This thing's broke. Start again.
But I think you said an element of the truth there, and I would say that Piltdown Man and Lucy and a lot of that stuff. I mean, I'm going to base it on it. If you research it, there's people that suggest there's fuckery with that. I'm not going to say what I believe because I don't like saying I believe things and people holding me to that fucking thing. Like somehow bad to believe those things. But anywho, what you said, there's an element of truth in, and there's a lot of lies about that stuff. But a lot of what you said is the foundation of what evolution is built on, right? And people, they swear that what you said they can trace. You know, we're in the wormhole talk. We're high on weed in the wormhole talking about things that scientists would shake their head at. Like, no, 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 no. It's all agreed upon. If you ask the entire body of scientists and professors and out there, 98% of them agreed to the theory of evolution, and that. So that opens up the door for Earth that is 4.8 billion years old inside a universe that's 14.5 billion years old. So by that, there's aliens or other terrestrial beings somewhere in the
If
universe that are more
anything,
highly
science
evolved.
is holding us back, I think, as far as intellect goes. Science only wants to believe what it can prove. It can't prove like quantum shit, so it don't
What I'm
want to
saying
believe
is there's
shit like
people
that.
that believe in science as a
Then when
religion.
it does, then when something
way,
new
I
is
guess.
found, they're quick to try to disprove it forever because they don't want to change their theorems and the way everything works. It worked too well for a
Has
while.
anyone watched the documentary, The Copernican Principle? Sorry, Copernican Principle. Okay, so it's basically it's got all your favorite astrophysicists and people in that realm, and it's got Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it's got Michio Kaku, and all those guys, and it's made by a guy that believes that Earth is the center of the universe, geocentrism. You ever heard that? And these people, in even the narrator was forget her name, Jane something. She was she was the actress in Star Trek Voyager, is it? The female captain, and I get the Voyager and Next Generation mixed up. But anywho, she was the narrator in this documentary, and it's all about the history of Nicholas Copernicus and Isaac Newton, and basically the history of where the heliocentric model of the universe comes from. You know, the center of the solar system being the sun and all the planets revolving that. And there was a guy named Ptolemy and a guy named Tycho Brahe before that had an entire astrological system based upon Earth being the center of the universe. And I'm going too far deep into that. Remember, I'm squirreling on where we started from. Oh wait, the evolution thing. I somehow bridged a gap. Scientists, they believe. I don't know, someone help me. Connect the worm. We got a segment.
Scientists believe what they can only prove.
Okay, yeah, you did it. Thank you. So there's something called the cosmic microwave background, and it's an image that they took of basically the universe that looks at it in a version of time. And you know, you look at a really dark corner of the sky with a powerful enough telescope, and you let the exposure open up for like 30 minutes to an hour, you literally see like 160 galaxies. And the reason why you're seeing so many galaxies so close to each other from our perspective, what you're literally seeing is the beginning of the Big Bang, supposedly. Well, if you follow heliocentrism, you would say that there's no central point of the Big Bang, and everything, all galaxies are spreading further apart from one another. And you could see this supposedly until the cosmic microwave background image came out. And they literally did it twice. And I forget the name of the other astrophysicist that said that there's no way this can be true, and all of what Nicholas Copernicus figured out was false. You know, it was something that they couldn't comprehend, and they had a lot of hard time dealing with, because they thought that people who thought the Earth was the center of the universe were like religious nut jobs. They're like, no, there's no way we can take an image of the universe and have it come to be what they thought it was. That's what I'm saying. It's a part of where scientists couldn't explain or comprehend or deal with the findings that they found, and they wanted to just continue believing in the models that they went along with believing until they found out that data. So for me, it would be kind of sorry, I'm doing it again. I'm scrolling again. What Eagle said with oh boy, I did it. I scrolled again.
The scientists only proving what they believe, what they can prove.
Damn, I gotta close this one.
Well, 420. Cheers, everyone. Can we get the dad song? Let's do this.
Playing, can't hear.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. The end of that story was, if you watch the documentary, or if anyone were actually Googling it, as I just said it, all those people who were part of it, the speakers in it and the narrator, said that they were duped. They were tricked. If they would have known what the people wanted to twist their information to say, they would have never taken part of their documentary. So that's their way of saying that we're wrong and we're stupid. They're saying that they were tricked and they had no idea what the agenda of the people that produced that documentary were up to. Boom, I did it. Woo, I caught the squirrel.
Yay. Well,
sorry guys, I'm on a roll tonight. All you gotta do is fucking spin that damn topic wheel.
Yeah.
My daughter insisted today when I got home, the squirrels in the yard were throwing fucking nuts at her. She said she was mowing the lawn and fucking she seen a pile of nuts in the yard. She kind of thought, she just fucking hit it with the lawnmower. And she said, no sooner did she run over the pile of nuts did a fucking squirrel fucking pitch a fucking nut at her. She said she like stopped and looked back, and the fucking squirrel looked at her like, what? What? I was like, shit.
He's probably like, what the fuck? That's like 2 months of food.
Fucking collected those all fucking day. Jesus, I was just bringing them up one by one. What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm not like you. I can't carry them all at once.
That's funny. I remember someone I saw doing a trip. I don't know if you could track it down, Captain 420. Sorry, I'm stuck. I saw someone show like how you showed the White Palace. There's some kind of structure. There's like a little, I don't know what it would be, tribute to geocentrism somewhere there in Thailand. There's some statue and plaque and this and that goes back to the cosmology of what Thailand believed in before the damn British showed up. Fucking British and the Royal Astronomical Society.
There's a whole bunch that I wasn't able to show you, and you know, Zoom doesn't allow my camera to zoom in. Basically, it's a fixed thing. So I'm sorry for the quality of the pictures. I will have some up, but there's a lot of things that I can't show you that are in the temple and things like that because you can't bring a camera into the temple itself. Also, you know, there was a lot of cool stuff there at the White Temple that I wish I could have shown you. Like there's the pools there in the front. They actually have like hands coming up. And I've been told that the majority of that temple is actually only about 300 years old. By the same person that told me, hey, don't try smoking there again, buddy. So we're not going to be smoking again at the White Temple. I still want to be able to leave the country under my own power.
Yeah, that was pretty ballsy.
Good call. Good call.
So, but yeah, we're gonna try to get to a few more different places. It may just be out, you know, with a nice view behind me, and that's it. It may be at a nice coffee shop on the second floor, looking out over a city. It could be at a beach because, like I said, I think before I come to Michigan, I need to go to the beach.
Yeah, I would. Definitely would.
Yeah, and it's only about 30 minutes on each side that you want to be out at a time during the day. That's for sure. You know, the UV light here, even at low, I think is very high. That time at the White Temple, I actually still feel it in my face and on my arms from sitting outside for that, what, almost 3 hours almost.
Wow.
But yeah, and I'm used to being out here. The UV light is very intense up here, which is key for THC production and things like that in the plant.
That's always nice. I mean, the plants behind you, they look very nice.
Should show you all my fruit trees. It's really nice right now because you can see the, unplug you here and take you around. We'll take you on a tour of the fruit tree.
There we go.
Because we have the ones that are right here that are ripe, are almost ripe. And then you can see right up there, I hope this is pointing in the right direction, the little green ones.
I think I'm sure they are. It's just hard to tell. Oh yeah, I see them now.
So
Yep.
They're little
I
green
see
ones
'em.
there. And
Yep.
then there's more down here. And then you come over to the tree next to it and they get a little bit bigger. And there's one ripe one up at the top. But they're a perpetual fruiting tree.
Nice.
So when these are done, the next set is ready to go.
Wow.
And maybe in a while, my banana tree will take off. I have to talk to Magna Seeds about learning how to take care of banana trees.
That's
because I definitely can't take care of a banana tree.
cool. That's really
My
cool.
cat. So yeah, my trees, you know, continuously give me fruit for a period of 5 to 6 months out of the year.
That's nice.
I hate to do this, but it is that time.
What the hell? Wrap it up. Is that your nice way of saying get the fuck out? Just kidding.
Yep.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'll be the first one to bow out, and everyone out there, peace, love, and we'll see you on the next trip around the sun. Peace.
Yeah, peace out.
Peace. Thank you, Captain,
Wait,
for popping in.
Does that mean a year
Bill
from now?
joked about this one night.
Yeah, I was gonna say that means a year from now. You mean a trip around the axis? That's a day. I don't want to wait till a year to see Captain 420 again. That's a trip around the sun.
All right. Well, I'm out. Peace and love. And
Okay, in
let me
August.
hang out. And much love, everyone. Have a good weekend. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July to you. You look good in that shirt, Cheech.
Hey,
Have a good morning.
all right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Got something stuck in my throat. Peace.
Good seeing you, Green.
Peace,
Thank you.
Mr. Rob.
Good seeing you guys. Have a good night.
Cheers. You too, brother.
I love you guys. Peace.
Good looking dog.
All right, Eagle. I'm getting loved up by my dog right now.
Get him, puppy. Get him. Get him, puppy.
Good boy. Good boy. Okay. All right, Eagle. That's a good thing to sign off on. That's fun.
Right on. Have a good one, brother.
Yep.
Hopefully
Hey,
I'll see
my
you
bad for the-
tomorrow, tonight.
I'll fill in the dead air. All you got to do is ask. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Peace out, guys.
Good one.
You too.
Well,
One.
that is it, guys. Episode 432. I thought that was kind of ironic when I was writing it into the fucking title tonight. 432. I was like, where's the one? When will I get to the one? Well, guys, have a great day. Spend some time with some family, some friends. Moreover, do something nice for somebody. I am gonna wrap it up myself tonight, and I am gonna get to bed. I got a long day, so no shout outs tonight. I'm sorry, but I love you guys. Hopefully you know that. This is the end of your journey. Please do something nice for your heart. Get to holy cow. See? I need to get to rest. If this is the end of your journey for the day, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, please have an amazing day. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that. You guys have a great night. I am.